So half of it was out. See,
It was out.
it was out. Yes,
Okay.
I can still recall that.
Okay.
So with the family gathering, no one wanted to believe my mother, and said that she must just leave it, and I'll forget about it. See,
And everyone could see that male. Do you think you disappointed your mother?
yes, never was anything that I couldn't do. There wasn't the word I cannot in my vocabulary ever. Taught to me by my mommy's best friend. There isn't the word in the dictionary that says I cannot. You can't what? You can. You will.
We found Lucretia in sleepy mode. Lucretia. So what are you choosing? Eh?
Nothing. I won't say anything. Go and cooking.
You don't want to say anything.
Look me in the eyes.
Hmm? Go now, Lucretia.
I think so. It's right.
Yes.
Not like the last time.
Not like the last time, yo. This time you look very nice.
Come from the mother.
Very nice, very beautiful.
Mother.
Look at Lucretia now. From the mother's house. Yeah? We managed to meet Lucretia's mother. So, Lucretia,
Yes.
how are you feeling now after the first story?
I've gone through a lot since then. So, personally with my relationship.
Okay.
So, I can't say how I feel emotionally. You want to know about the... You can't interfere like that for me. So,
But people reached out telling you that you went viral.
I did. Well, I wasn't aware of that. I thank everybody for the support and for the beautiful notes that they've left me. I've read some of them. Personally, I've read some of them. And I've watched only a short period of the whole story that I've told the last time.
Yeah.
So, once again, I was too shy to watch further. And I didn't know what I was going to sound like or be like. See, as you've heard from my mother, from a young age, I've gone through a lot.
Yeah.
See, so you want to hear more about that?
Yes, I want to hear more about that.
About the story about my grandpa.
Yes.
Okay, I was 4 the first time. And I was sleeping in bed. My brother was sleeping. We had a double bunk. So my brother was sleeping on top and I was sleeping at the bottom. And my grandpa was sleeping on the opposite side on a single bed with just a bed. Now my brother was busy drawing an eagle on a big board with a pencil because he's very artistic and he can draw very well. So, but he was busy with, every day he would add on to this eagle, try and finish this eagle from a picture he had seen that he loved and he wanted to duplicate that, but massively so.
Yes.
So that board was next to the bed that my grandpa was laying on. Now, it came so that the board wasn't against the wall properly.
Yeah.
So the evening that the incident happened, when my grandpa picked me up out of bed, I felt that someone's lifting me up, and but prior to that, earlier the day when they arrived, when he greeted me, and he told me I must come sit on his lap, and then I sat on his lap, and then he told me that I must, if I'm going to give him a piece of cake today. Now, because obviously my mom had cake and chips and things like that at this family gathering, I thought he was referring to real cake, see. But then he was actually meaning cake, see. So I'm naive and young, so obviously I said
4
yes.
years old,
Yes, I said yes, sure, I'm sure. No problem, you can come have, see. So I went on with my day playing, and obviously I was tired and asleep already when my grandpa was drinking during the course of the day, and obviously, and we didn't have contact with each other again during the day, but then he slept over that night by my mommy,
Yes.
by us, and then he slept in our room, and then as I was sleeping, I got woken up with him lifting me up. See?
Yes.
And then he put me in the bed, and I was like agitated because I wasn't in my own bed. See,
Yeah.
and I felt somebody's pulling down. And my mommy bought me a two-piece pajama set.
Yeah.
It was red and white. So the shorty, he was busy pulling down my shorty. See.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I kept trying to pull it back up. So
Yeah.
he moved me to the other side, the side where the board was with the eagle on.
Yes.
See, so I thought, how can I now make somebody wake up to help me? See, because he's strong and he's big, must now. And then I knocked against the board. See.
Yeah.
In the meantime, on my mommy's side, it wasn't the board that woke her up, it was something else, spiritually, as she informed you.
Yes.
Which I think is quite cool today. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I was younger, I thought it was weird. But anyway, so I banged a lot against this board, and when I when I woke up, my mother had switched on the light and asked my grandpa, "What are you doing? Why is Lucretia laying next to you?" So I don't know what his response was, but I can remember mommy in a hurry came to pick me up. And the next thing I remember, I was lying on a bed, and my father and my mom is researching if I'm fine down there, you see. And the next day, my aunties and my uncles came, because my mom only have two brothers,
Yeah.
like I said. So, excuse me.
Okay.
The eldest and the youngest both came to our house, and they were talking about it. And they said, no, man, my mommy must be dreaming. She must be, because my mommy was imagine, like, they made it seem as if she was imagining herself. See,
Yeah.
she must have exaggerated as to why I picked me up from there, probably just tried to comfort me why I was crying or something like that.
Yeah.
See, but she can remember, and I can remember that his boxer or shorty that he had on, you know, those rugby shorts, you get them in white and black and blue and so on.
Yes.
He had one on like that he was wearing, and the tip of his so half of it was out. See,
It was out.
it was out. Yes, I can still recall that.
Okay.
So with the family gathering, no one wanted to believe my mother, and said that she must just leave it, and I'll forget about it. See,
And everyone could see that male and how it's
well,
like the.
only me and my mom, because I was awake when my mom switched on the light. See,
Okay.
and also while I was knocking against the board, I was half asleep, half awake, not trying to get myself out of his arms, out of his clutches. See,
Yes.
but by then he hadn't done anything yet, but he was probably still trying to get his pants down.
Yes.
So he was drunk and old also. So moving on from that, then that was all forgotten about, but I didn't sit well with my father and my mother over the years, so they never sent me there for holidays and that. So I spent most of my school holidays by my daddy's mommy and daddy. See?
Yes.
And my brother would go to my mommy's father, and and they never tried anything weirdly with him. So still, the family thought it was. When I was 9 years old, I asked if I can go the weekend again to my grandma,
grandparents.
but this time can I go to my mommy and my daddy's mommy?
Yes.
If I can go to my grandparents. So my mom and them said, okay, why would you ask that? Because you never asked to go there. But it was actually my way of going to my other granny, and but then I can just, because they live down the road from each other, then I can just, but I came to visit the other one. I'm not here, because my grandma was very fed up of me.
Yes.
That's every weekend there by her house.
Yeah.
See, and she took care of me, like really care of me. See, I was waited on. But anyway, so the evening, I can remember, everything was fine when we were dropped off and everything. And my grandma goes to bed as normal, thinks nothing of it. So I went to pee.
Yes.
See, I was restless for some reason. And then I went to pee, because now I probably had too much cool drink for the day, or whatever. Then, because once again, it was family gathering.
Yes.
See, so then I went to the bathroom and my grandpa called me. So I went to him and I asked him, what's wrong? See, so he said, come sit here by me. So I said, no. See, but I am going to go drink some water. So I went to the kitchen and I stood by the kitchen's sink, and then I drank some water, and then as I put the glass down in the middle of the sink, then my grandpa came behind me and he picked me, like shoved me against the wall, and like his weight is most heavy, man.
Yeah.
And almost his chest almost smothered my face, so I couldn't scream or talk or anything. So I tried, no. See, doing that was now. And then eventually, out it came and I shouted, Grandma! See, and didn't let me go by shouting Grandma.
Yes.
Grandma woke up immediately. And then by the time I got to Grandma was on her way out, and I ran into her, so she said, what's wrong? So I said, must talk to your husband. He me now in the kitchen. So he wants to do grown-up things with me. So my grandma had him in the room there, and she told him he must come sleep and whatever. But no, he didn't want to. She struggled the whole entire night to get him away from my door.
Yeah.
See, because he kept trying to go back to me, come back to me. See, I'll get a fright as I hear the touch of the door, but then I hear someone let go again. See, so the next morning, she phoned my mommy and the two sister-in-laws, and she had a gathering and told them what happened.
Yeah.
And that's when my mommy she advised my mommy to lay a charge against my grandpa. Also informed my mommy that she will stand by her husband, but the only way that she can help my mommy and help me is by showing her what's the right thing to do.
Yes.
See, from a distance. She's with us spiritually, but unfortunately her place is with him. So she will stand by him in court. She will not leave him, any of this. But we have to punish him for what he tried to do, because she knows the fear that was in my face. Like the way I looked, I was rattled by it. See, and as she knows that this has happened before. See, the next time, what is going to happen? It might just complete itself. See, so before that, so I can remember being in court, having to talk over a microphone and talking to a camera that reflected to a television inside of court. So the advocate asked questions, or the judge asked questions, and I would answer these questions. So the outcome of that was 50 years in jail, but as an outside, served outside. See, so we would be under that. So if there's any other incident that is ever charged laid against him, then he would serve that sentence in prison.
Yes, I know about that.
That was the outcome of my case. My family wasn't very impressed with me or whatever, but I hadn't seen him from the age of 9 again. I didn't see him for years until I was 14, when it was my brother. 16 years old. 14 first, just briefly, and I went nuts when I saw him. So it was my auntie's house, because I was staying there.
Did he show any remorse?
See, he got a fright for me, they got a fright. See, because clearly when he drinks wine, his memory loss leaves him. See, and then when I was 16, on my brother's 21st, my auntie had told my grandma, my mommy, that your daughter looks the spitting image of your mother, the one who passed away. It's my mommy's birth mother, see. Her biological mother, actually. And this is probably the reason why he was so fascinated with me, because I walked around with his wife's face, the one he had lost to
like
death.
Every time he sees you, it's like he's seeing his
and now
wife.
Because he was intoxicated with wine, it obviously he thought I was a grown-up. That's how, alcohol, drugs, all of that can make you delusional sometimes. See? So that's true. That's when my mommy and my mommy realized, but this is probably the reason why he was so fixated with me and not concerned with any of the other grandchildren in that way. See, they could go visit. There were other cousins of mine that visited, that nothing happened to them, not once. See, He didn't attempt it not once in the same time frame that
It was only you.
It was only me that two
Because
occasions.
you've got a
It
face
was
of
twice
his-
only because of keeping me away the first time until the age of 9, and then the second time was when my grandma said that my mommy must lay a charge against him and see what happens. See.
So it means if they didn't not lay charges on him, probably he was gonna continue.
Yeah, and it would have been uncomfortable. Just imagine that
In
with
the
your
family,
cousins.
yes.
You look like the odd one out. See.
Yeah.
So I saw him again at my brother's 21st at
Yeah.
the house there by my auntie, the same house that my children is at.
Yeah.
See. So I saw him again there, and by then I was forgiven. I had forgiven him.
You forgive him.
Yeah, because
Did he at least apologize?
he called me yes, and he said he's sorry. See, and
What
he
a
will
good
always
heart.
love me, and
And you
because he
forgive
called me and my brother together.
Yeah.
So I wasn't afraid because my strong man. Was,
Yes.
That was my daddy. See, so and my best friend, my brother, he had to be played a lot of roles in my life, except
Yeah.
a love role. That's it. Everything else he had to cover. He had to raise me. He had to do all of that. When my father and my mother split up, he had to be my brother and my father and my best friend and all of that. See, so he gets very tired of me very quickly.
Wow.
But he loves
So-
me and I love him too.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why we're probably 6 years apart, is because so that he can be, take in all of that, because I can be a lot of person if I want to be.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
do you think what happened years before when you were still young, it has something to do with the life you are living today? Do you think maybe that was the beginning of what you're living today, or?
I don't know. I can't say. A part of me thinks that it was just a very, very good judgment from the judge. That this is the type of effect that it could have on a child, see, so young. And that it is his fault and he should take responsibility. So
Yeah.
a part of me thinks that, and a part of me thinks that it was a series of events that happened in my life that has got its explanations as to why. And I believed him when he apologized and he said he was sorry. See,
Yeah.
because just like alcohol has got a very, very big effect on one.
Yeah, it can
that
influence you to do
it can-
something.
very wrong.
It can drag
yes.
you to do something
Very wrong,
Yeah.
yes. See,
True. And regret
my grandpa was a
afterwards.
good person,
Yeah.
and he raised his children very well, and neither one of my uncles ever attempted things like that with me, or my cousins, neither my mother or my father, and so forth. So it was just the mere fact that I just looked like his wife. I reminded him of his
Wow.
wife. See, and that should have been a compliment to me. The way he went about it was a bit wrong. Gotta give it to him there. But the law sorted that out, see.
Yeah.
So he apologized and he asked my brother to look after me, and that is exactly what my brother did.
Yeah.
So,
Do you
and I'm
think?
grateful for that.
Yeah. When I talked to your mother, she told me like she lived the generation legacy. That generation legacy was, she met the first guy she met at school is the guy they got in love. They stayed together for years. They got married with the same guy.
Yes.
And after
And
the
never wanted anything
divorce,
after
after the divorce, she didn't want any other
No,
guy,
she
any
lived for
other
her
person.
grandchildren.
And
At the time, it was only my brother's son,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes. And on your story also, she told us that you met this guy when you were still young, and you told her that this guy is going to be your husband.
Yes.
And you fell in love with that guy. You guys were in relationship until you got married when you were
Yeah, we were engaged
25
for 2
years
years.
old.
We were
Okay.
engaged for 2 years, yes.
That's still the generation legacy was still okay. But
Yeah.
what went wrong, Lucretia?
What went wrong?
Yeah.
I can't say what went wrong. It's, again,
Do you think you broke that generation legacy?
well, I don't know.
What went wrong in your marriage?
In my marriage, what
No,
went
she
wrong?
told us already what went wrong in her marriage
Yeah.
in the previous story. So if people they don't know, if people need to know what went wrong in your marriage, they just need to go and watch the previous story that you've given us.
I can tell you what went right in my marriage is that today I have a renewed relationship with my ex-husband. See, and I have a best friend that is going to be a very good father for all the years that he has. And I'm proud of him for that, for renewing himself and for living for God, just like my family has been living for God. See, it is only I who shall still find that moment in my life where I truly decide I'm gonna not look at the road anymore and just trust God. Because at the end of the day, I still do trust God to provide for me and for my family. And with what I'm going through at the moment, it's very difficult.
Yes.
Because it's my second time. See, and too much pain.
Yeah.
In my love life, too much pain.
Yeah.
It's not easy losing someone.
Yeah.
And so I've made my peace with my ex. See, so I can be happy for it.
Yeah.
But this time with Gareth it's different. See, so it's more difficult. I'm trying every day. And I want to give him what he wants. I want to give him his happiness and with whomever that might be. See.
Okay. Do you think it was a repetition of the history when your mommy told us that she divorced her husband because of drug addiction, and you also, drug addiction was the main reason why you had to divorce your husband?
Yeah, it was actually cheating. Cheating and drugs, yes.
Yeah.
But mostly cheating.
Yeah.
See, I couldn't stand it anymore. Because as you hear, most of my family members, it's their first loves, and it stays that way.
And first and last.
Yeah,
Yes.
and they have these stages in their life where they have problems with drinking or problems with this, problems with that. But that stage passes by and then they continue to live with the same partner and then continue to embrace their families.
Yeah.
It's one thing I can say that I'm proud of is individually with my uncles, their wives, their kids and their partners, they live their life to the max, the fullest, the most complete ever because they live their lives through God. See, I'm the only one that's taking so long and that's going astray, or that went astray because I was too perfect when I was younger.
Yeah.
See, too perfect. I was saved at the age of 15.
Yeah.
I trusted God so immensely that I could close my eyes, ask for something. If I open it, it happens.
Yes.
That's how much faith I had in Him. To find it again is difficult. See.
Yeah. Do you think
And to fall in love again a second time,
Yeah.
it's the best feeling in the world, but
yeah.
when things go wrong and life gets involved, it's the most difficult time in my life now.
Yeah. Do you think it's late to change?
Excuse me?
Do you think it is late to start a change, like to start changing your life?
It's probably time, yes. For
It's
my
not
children.
late yet.
It's not too late.
It's never late.
It's never late to start over. Never too late to start over.
Yeah. So, what do you think when you look at your mother?
I see someone that I wish I was like. Strong. Very motivated. Nothing can keep her down. Nothing.
Yeah.
Every day, no matter what, she's just strong.
Yeah.
I don't know how she does it. I wish I could be like her. But I'm not. I'm me. And the world has knocked me down too many times.
Yeah.
For me to just stand up again. And my support system is strong, yes. My background is strong. My family is strong.
Yeah.
But then I don't have access to all of them all the time. See?
Yeah. Do you think you disappointed your mother?
Yes.
But you have a room to fix it.
Where do I start?
Where do you start? The change starts from the self are willing to change. Like you feel like you are willing to change. That's where the change starts. And the rest is easy. The moment you feel like I want to change, the rest become easy. Do you feel like you want to change?
Yes, I'm tired of
Become a good mother to your
trying.
kids. Your mother has been a good mother to you and your siblings. From what she told me also, you've been a good mother to your kids as well. Because despite what you've been doing, but you kept on providing. And she was very grateful for what you've been doing for the family. But she was like, she kept on praying and praying and praying so that she can see you change. She can see you becoming the good version of the Lucretia that she raised from the young age of you. Like,
yeah, when I lost me,
You're a
I
very
lost
good
me
child.
properly.
yeah,
It was difficult to find me,
yeah,
to get me back. I didn't even realize I lost myself until recently.
yeah.
It's sad though.
It is. We don't want to keep you for long, so
And
give us any.
to try again
any
is
last
going to be
message.
difficult, but I will.
It's not going to be difficult. The moment you just step up and be like, I'm going to do it, you are going to do it.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah. To have faith in someone else is easy, but to have faith in yourself
Yeah.
is difficult.
It will be difficult.
But once I do have that faith again and I do have that confidence again, then there's no stopping me to what I can do. There never was anything that I couldn't do. There wasn't the word I cannot in my vocabulary, ever. Taught to me by my mommy's best friend. There isn't the word in the dictionary that says I cannot. You can't what? You can. You will. So if I think of him, maybe more than, yeah, he was my previous boss that I worked for. Mr. Felix has taught me that you want, you will, you can, and you will never use the word I cannot.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing that you can not do.
Did you have a chance to spend more time with your dad?
With my father.
Yeah.
My father, I spent a lot of time with on the train to work and back. Because we took this, our time for train was the same time from Cape Town. When he arrives on Cape Town, he worked in Witten. So he had to take a train from Witten to Cape Town, from Cape Town to Bonteville.
Yeah.
So by the time he gets on to Cape Town station, then I have just arrived on the Cape Town station as well.
Yeah.
Then we take the same train because I would be traveling to Mitchell's Plain. Our train would be the same train. And because he also used first class, and my friend always bought first class tickets, and then he would be, I would always be sitting, would be the one that finds the seat. See? So eventually I would get up and say, Daddy, you sit. I spoke to my daddy all the way from Cape Town to Bonteville station. Ears off. He had no chance to speak. The only thing he would do is, yes, my child, yes, my child. Yes, my child.
Wow.
He's a very good listener. Yeah. Absolutely good listener.
Do you miss him?
I do. Every day.
Yeah, we're gonna thank you for now, Lucretia.
Yeah.
And
thank you.
Let's hope
for listening to my story, to my mother's story.
You always have a story, and people they like your stories because it's helping a lot of people, and there are a lot of people who cannot come to the camera and tell their story. So whenever you tell the story, and there are so many people out there who got similar stories, they wish they can talk, but they are afraid to open up. And whenever they see a person like you talking, opening up, they feel like they are healed. They are like, finally somebody went up and told
got
my
my
story.
first job
Yes,
through
you
that.
see?
My first job that I worked for
Yeah,
in Cape Town with my mommy. I had to travel with me.
yeah,
It was embarrassing but true. She had the flu, but she got out of bed and she traveled all the way to Cape Town with me for my interview. But luckily I got the job through my personality.
yes.
From being able to speak my mind. And the lady, when she was asked after the interview, and she told me, congratulations, Lucretia, you have now got the job.
Yes.
And this Miss Felix that is in the interview, that was sitting in the interview, she will drop your papers and you can sign it before you leave. And then I see you Monday.
Yeah.
See, at 8 o'clock. So Heidi was at the time my best friend.
Yeah.
See, but Anna Marie didn't know that. See, so because we had to act professionally around each other, and she couldn't know that she was interviewing. She was using me, her best friend, as a candidate for being her PA. See.
Yeah.
So, so we had to do it very professionally. It was terrible, but anyway, Heidi helped me to see a part of me that I never thought I would see,
Yeah.
but that I always wanted to be the office girl. An office girl. I had a sales team of 10 working beneath me that I did all these emails and faxes for, the contracts and
Yeah.
all the work for them, and gave them the leads that they had to contact just to sell that page in our book on BE online.
Yeah.
See, for top companies publishing. So that time in my life, I was very young, very young. It was my personality that got me my job, and it just reminded me of that. Thank you.
If somebody come in and propose you a job offer, are you willing to take it?
In the blink of an eye.
Because it can be the beginning of the change, the proper change.
Yes, working on the street, it affects you. It affects more than one part of you. Not only as a parent, as a child, but as a partner too. So,
Thank you very
what
much.
people think of you matters.
Yeah,
And you don't want to know, you don't want to admit that to the next person, but it does matter. It
True.
matters at the end of the day. What does the next person think of you, what they say to you matters.
true.
See? And from a young age, I was very, if someone said something to me that was ugly, I would cry for months about it. So,
Yeah,
unless that person apologizes. So, yeah. Doing this kind of work, people don't really think much of you. See? They don't treat you with the utmost respect. So, I demanded my respect on the road, and the little bit that I got, I appreciate.
yeah, I get
So I
you.
wish to get that kind of respect again from
You are
my
going-
peers. And
You are going
my
to get it.
colleagues.
Things are going to change. God is working. As long as you are willing to change, the change is going to come towards you. It's going to follow you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Lucretia. We hope to see
Thank
you
you.
again. We
You
thank
will.
you for now until we see you again.
You will. And
So-
next time you'll get a better story.
You always have stories to tell.
Oh,
So-
believe me.
Yeah, so tell
Believe me, I do.
Tell me,
I do.
if there are people who would like to help you, how do they get hold of you?
Well, yeah, I would prefer get a hold of me through you and through my brother's got a cell phone number. But email-wise,
Do you
I only know one person's email. Oh, it's terrible.
you
Yeah.
have an email address? But you
I have
don't.
one. I don't remember my
Yes.
password. I don't know how to get it. But
Oh.
therefore, this is why I use the. I don't know how to speak about it. Anyway, so yeah. I use
So
carrots.
you're gonna give us the number of your brother. Then, if somebody would like to assist you with something, then we can share your brother's number. Then it's gonna be easy to reach out, to get hold of you.
Yeah, I think it's better
Okay.
that way.
Okay, Lucretia. Thank you very much.
If my
Until we
details
see you again.
change,
Yeah.
then I will inform you.
All right. Now I know where you stay, so it's gonna be easy. If somebody reach out, I wanna meet Lucretia, then I will give them direction to come and meet you in person. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lucretia.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah. Until I meet you again.
You want
Okay.
the number for